Welcome to the White Room. The White Room. See you in the White Room. The White Room.
The power of the P goes so deep, you have to let me take you back in time in order to explain how and why women have been held down for so long. So, close your eyes and crank up your imagination. I want you to imagine the world and what it was like for the very first man to ever own land. Who did he buy it from? He's the first. How did he get it? He took it. Now you have to ask, who will let some dude claim land that everybody shared? Don't overthink it. He clearly had to be the strongest man in the land, so he used that to take what he wanted. And if the land he took had all the apple trees on it, you now had to go to him in order to bake an apple pie. Now, what if this man had the wherewithal to gather the sheep, the goats, and the pigs, and the cows, and place them on his land and fence them in? If you wanted a BLT, you now have to go to him for that too. Now, a smart man would see that move and improve upon it. He would convince the next 3 or 4 of the strongest men in the land to join forces with him and take the land back and all the resources on it. Understand though, he's not giving that land back to the people. He's going to keep it for himself because he's smart. He knows he can accomplish this if he just promised to share all the land with the other 3 or 4 guys. All they have to do is promise loyalty to him and help him protect it, forcing everybody else into a form of servitude in order to get their share of the resources that he now controls. What I have just described to you is the very first stage of building a kingdom, which we now call civilization. But the most important part in that scenario that people seem to miss is that before someone got the big idea and started taking things, before the concept of ownership, everything on earth was free. Everything. What is perhaps one of the most egregious brain poisonings you've ever received is the belief that the world owes you nothing. You've been sucker punched with that crap all your life, and it is the number one reason most people don't have a clue to what real freedom feels like. You've been told that the world don't owe you nothing, when the fact of the matter is the world owes you everything because it was originally yours. Man has taught you that you must now earn your keep and to prove yourself worthy in order to survive and get your share of the earth resources. That is simply a man-made concept that the entire world has bought into. All of the resources on this planet was yours, gifted to you by God, that was taken from you by man a long time ago. And I know what you're saying out there. I can hear you. Dan, what does this have to do with power of the pussy? I'm glad you asked, because if you really paying attention, I just called you and everyone you know a slave. And if all of mankind is enslaved, where do you think that leaves women? Tune in tomorrow so we can talk about where that leaves women. My name is Benjamin Therdon-Dhatt, and this is The White Room.
The White